What's up, guys? Today's video might be a bit long, might be a bit boring because we recorded late. I wasn't even gonna record anything, but actually we recorded really late, and what we wanted to do originally we couldn't do. So we'll save that for next week. Next week, you guys are gonna love it. You guys are gonna love it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If not, all right, we're back for a third week. You didn't think it would happen, right? You didn't think it would happen. You didn't think it would, but we're back. Third week, but we're on episode 2. And it's a late recording. So we're just gonna get right to business here. Yeah, so episode 2, I'm here, Trey's here.
Trey there. Yes, sir.
All right. You know, we're gonna address some things that were said last week. You know, I want to shout out to everybody that's been reaching out to me, you know, giving me positive feedback. People whose opinions I really respect reaching out to me. You know, and I thank you for that. You know, it's very motivating telling me, you know, all the feedback. But on the flip side of that, there are people watching this show that I did not think would be watching this show. And they're not happy with the way they're being spoken about on here. And for that, I want to apologize. You know, we ham it up on this show for comedic effect sometimes. And, you know, if I insulted anyone, I am sorry. Moving on.
Oh, you about to do a Kevin Hart right now, boy?
Kevin Hart? What's Kevin Hart?
You make a joke and then you go apologize for it?
It's not about that. It wasn't really a joke. It was just more of thoughts and opinions. You know, a lot of stories are exaggerated just for content here, but you know, we're gonna move on. What's up, guys? Today's episode, I want to talk about self-care, but self-care for men, because it's not just for women. It's not just for women, man. Sometimes we got to take care of ourselves, guys. Now, Trey, you've been seeing a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
So you're the only person I know who may have any expertise
In self-care?
in mental health.
In mental health?
So let me ask you a few questions.
Sure.
Would you say that forgetting to eat or having no appetite is a sign of depression?
Yeah.
Okay. What about
Forgetting to eat is it's not even so much as forgetting to eat. It's like you sitting there like, I'm hungry, and your body's telling you that you're hungry. But the thought of actually getting up, preparing a meal, chewing food, swallowing it, it's just not a good feeling. It just doesn't feel good.
what about like losing yourself in your work and not even just remembering to eat? Like you're just working throughout your entire.
Losing yourself in your work, that's something different. Some people, that's just a coping mechanism, you know? Some people just do that just to not think about anything else.
Got you. Now, what about you know, weight fluctuation, rapid weight loss and weight gain? Would that be a sign of depression?
Yeah. Some people overeat and some people just don't eat, you know?
Got you. What about shoving your face into your bed sheets and crying at night before you go to sleep? Is that a sign of depression?
That's just very specific. Like, that's very specific. That's just being sad, brother.
Okay. But anyway, we're talking about self-care. Guys, sometimes it's not just for ladies. Sometimes you might be feeling down. Sometimes you might just need a haircut. And you feel clean again. You're like, yeah, I'm back to my old self. Sometimes you need a haircut. Sometimes you just need to go out, get a new cologne or something, some new sneakers.
I went to the barbershop for the first time in 5 months.
And how you feel today?
I feel like that nigga does not know how to cut hair. Like, I'm not going back there again.
All right, but you went to the barber, you got your hair done.
Mm-hmm.
You feel rejuvenated, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, we need to take care of ourselves, fellas. We need to go outside. Sometimes, you know, just take a lady out on a date, man. It ain't always about chasing some pussy. Sometimes just go out, put on some cologne so she can say you smell nice. You know what I'm saying? Nice haircut. You know, get the waves looking fresh. Braids looking tight. Dreads neatly twisted. You know,
You know what I like to do to take care of myself?
What?
Like when I'm taking a shower, I like to just take a moment, you know, meditate, inhale, and wait till you get all pruny and shit.
Oh no.
Then you come out and you're like, yo, my skin feel mad soft now. Lotion up, get some nice aromatherapy thing going on, some candles going.
Yeah, self-care, man.
And
Fellas, we can't forget to take care of ourselves. We really can't, man.
Well, you interrupted me though.
Continue. I was ad-libbing.
These aromatherapy is very, very important. Find yourself a routine, people. Get into the habit of having a nighttime routine. Brush your teeth at night.
Mm-hmm.
Drink some tea. Tea is important at night. Settle your stomach. Turn off your phone for the last 2 hours before you go to sleep.
Turn off your fucking phone. Get off of the internet.
And don't let your phone be the first thing that you look at when you wake up in the morning. That has to be your routine. Get off the phone. Yes. The last thing you want is to hear the thoughts of thousands of other people in the morning before you even hear your own thoughts.
It's facts. What I do to help with that in the mornings is I put my phone on the charger out of arm's reach. So when the alarm goes off, I gotta get up to go turn it off. And now I'm up on my feet. But yeah, we can't forget to take care of ourselves, guys. It's not always about women. Some people listening to these videos are surprised about how open I am about talking about like my dating life and shit like that. Well, guess what? When you're not out here lying to women, when you single like me, you could talk about it. I know you're jealous of my freedom. I know you're jealous.
Ain't nobody jealous, bro.
I know you're jealous because you out here lying to these girls. You got a baby mama at home.
Some niggas don't care. Some niggas don't care that they lying to their girls.
Some niggas don't care. But check this out, bro. Check this out. How could you ever reach your max potential as a man if you out here spread with all these girls, giving yourself to everybody?
Because for some people, that is what a max potential of a man is.
Good point. Good point. But what does that get you, though? Sex is just a moment. Is it when you out here chasing, lying to girls?
That's why you got to get them pregnant. So it's not just a moment. It's a lifelong thing.
What? if you get the
yeah.
But
I'm talking about the importance of sex appeal, because at the end of the day, no woman. I mean, a woman wants a man they consider sexy.
Yes, I'm about to tell you that.
A man wants a woman that
let yourself go and see if your woman still find you attractive. Even if y'all 40, but look, she's gonna be like, you getting fat.
But you can't be too.
Hey, you would like to think that, man. You would like to think that.
Yo, man.
But there's a lot of double standards out there.
Nah, the only double standard is that these type of conversations, they need to be two-sided. It needs to be a I'm out here just having fun type of person, relationship type stuff, or I'm settled down and this is my mindset type of person. Because it's two different conversations. Because if you're just like, if you're in your 20s or whatever, early 30s, and you're just there like, I'm just having fun, then those conversations are more so like, women can't stay committed or men can't stay committed or whatever it may be. But if you're like the longevity type, the conversations are not even about that. The conversations are like, what do you bring to the table, right? It's not even about like sex appeal or how you look or what date you go on. That shit is not important. At least I don't think so.
I miss when it was that simple. I miss when it was, we're attractive, let's get together.
Nah, that's not. But that's
now it's
that's young shit.
Now it's what's your living situation, financial status?
Do you have kids? Because at this point, a lot of people already kind of,
these are things I'm looking for. These are things I'm not saying these are like unfair things. These are things that, at this age now, this is what I look for. What's your relationship with your family? What's your social life like? How do you handle stress? All that type of stuff. All that type of stuff is important, because your relationship with your family and friends can often dictate what your relationship is going to be like with this person.
But it's because everything now is just so fast. And unfortunately, I believe that there's a stigma for women to be alone. And I feel like that idea is like being pushed out there.
So you're meant to be alone.
I feel independent? Like is that what you call it? I mean, women call it independent, but I feel like there's this underlying tone that's just sweeping across the world, where it's like it's pushing women to become more independent, and I'm all for that. Women are just as equal as men, but I feel like it's destroying like family structure.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
definitely,
traditional
definitely,
structure, like marriage structure. Like less and less people are getting married.
definitely. The independent woman, shouldn't always be looked at as a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And then you look at it, and same thing. And even as on the flip side, like that independent man, like he's big business and all that stuff. Because the independent man, the more they push that whole independence thing for men, those men are not going to want to settle down, right? They're not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm looking
Oh
for.
yeah, no, because you're a high value man. And you
Yeah,
have many options now.
now you're going to be like, yeah, I'm just going to do that
Mhm.
or whatever. So
But that's how that works, though.
yeah,
Women they want a man that is independent, a man, because if he can provide for himself, if he can take care of himself, then he can take care of her and the family. That's why women like
but that's my thing.
men that set
Why
up
don't
like
you?
that.
Everybody just take care of themselves, and then
That's not how.
they come
all right,
together.
That's not all right. Check this out. Here's an example of something. Say you're not an independent woman. Say you're a housewife. You take care of the kids. You cook and clean. You take care of the things in the house, and the husband is the breadwinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he decides he doesn't want to be there for you anymore, doesn't want to be with you anymore, now you're fucked because you were so dependent on him.
And that's the downside of it, right? Like I can't stand a woman that's like looking at someone her age, and being like, "Yo, you a bum nigga because you ain't got this, you ain't got that." I'm like, I'm the same age as you. I'm the same age as you. How was I? What opportunity was I given that you weren't given?
I've been thinking about that a lot lately. About like maybe that's why you see a lot of younger women with older men.
It's honest. I'm honestly all for that, man. I think
because he can impress her with his lifestyle.
yes, yeah.
Whereas someone his age, she's like, this is not impressive because there's guys older than you and more. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And the crazy thing about it too is that that's how it's always been traditionally.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was always about what could the man provide for the woman,
But see, here's the pickle with me. Here's the problem with me. And that mindset is that I don't want a younger girl, man. I don't want a chick easily impressed. I want a chick on my level. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It is what it is.
But I mean, it's going to take a special type of man too to be like with a younger girl to be like, you know what, this is the woman I'm going to try to turn into a wife, because you got to realize too, at the same time too, you're going to be kind of robbing her of her youth. And when I say youth, I don't want to say youth. I want to say like of certain experiences, right? So that's why for me too, it's kind of like it comes off as a little like pervy. Like even if a 35-year-old man is talking to a 25-year-old girl, it does come off as a little pervy to me.
It is pervy. I'm 29 and I don't like talking to girls younger than that. I don't like talking to girls younger than 27.
Yeah.
I did not have the intention for this to be like a relationships podcast.
I know, right? I know, but it kind of just happens.
The original intentions for this episode were supposed to be completely different from what we're doing right now, but that's gonna be next week. When you're in a relationship, now everything you do, you have to think about the other, and that's the part I hate. I hate like, say you get invited to a friend's party, right? This friend, say it's a longtime friend, a friend from an old job, a friend from school. So when it's that, there's gonna be other people there that you know from the past, So you'll go with your girlfriend, and number one, if you try to go to that party without even inviting her, she's gonna be like, "Why you didn't invite me?" Right? Stuff like that, right? All right, you invite her, you go out. Now you can't really like. I don't really like the way you got to move at parties with your girlfriend.
What do you mean? How do you got to move? I don't really go out, so
like for an example, like I was saying, if it's an old coworker or somebody you went to school with, or just somebody from the past that you got a lot of mutual friends with, you go to this party, there's a bunch of people you're gonna be like, "Hey, what's up?" If you're walking around with your girl, "Oh yeah, this is my girlfriend, so and so," and then you got to introduce yourself like that, and it's a lot.
That's not a lot, nigga. That's the same way you. I mean, maybe you just have social anxiety or something, bro.
Social anxiety?
Because that's not a lot. That's not a lot to do. You go around and introduce somebody, be like, "Hey, yo, this is my girl."
I think it's a lot because your girlfriend might. Now, granted, it's not a lot if your girlfriend is somebody who's like very sociable and doesn't mind doing this. But you might not have that type of girlfriend. You might have a girlfriend.
What does she need to really do while you're introducing her? Like, what is she supposed to start tap dancing or something?
Well, you got to be like, hi, and then now I'm going over there because I see my homeboy from whatever. I'm gonna go say what up to him. And you want to move like that. That's how you want to move.
So what? Your girl shouldn't come with you? Like you feel like she should stay there where you left her? Be like, hey, this is XYZ, and you meet up like, all right, and then you just dip and leave your girlfriend.
Oh, nah, not like that. Not like that. But women complain about. I've been in situations where they complain about stuff like that. Like small things, man. And then after this event, that's when all the stuff comes. You see it happens all the time. I'm sure you've experienced this. After this event, I didn't like the way you said hi to this girl.
I don't experience that honestly, man, but yeah.
I don't like the way this girl said hi to you. I don't like the way you didn't take a picture with me when stuff like that. That shit is fucking annoying. Yo, you ever been? No, you know what? Yo, when you go out with your girlfriend, sometimes you feel like when you go out with your girl and there's other girls there with their man, they sometimes try to like click y'all up together, like they bringing their kids to hang out at a.
Oh yeah, I mean,
he likes basketball too.
Yeah, I mean, but people do it with girls too. People do it with girls too. Like
what?
If it's guys do it with girls too. Like if there's a bunch of girls around. But then again, some dudes don't like their girls talking to like a lot of other girls too, because sometimes they be smashing all of them. So it's like, or they have history.
Look, we're not talking about shady guys here. Right? We're talking about honest men who are honest, who not out here lying to women. Stop lying, guys. Y'all need to stop lying. That is my message for this episode. Stop lying to the women. You're too old. You're 30 years old. You got 2 baby mamas. Stop lying.
Just tell them the truth.
But looks like my tea is finished. So that's it. That's the end of the episode. It's a bit of a long episode. Late night recording, a little cozy, more talkative than usual. So yeah, we're signing off, man. Sign off, Trey.
Later.
Deuces.